The Palm Beach Civic Association brings you Palm Beach TV and our Sunday newscast. In the next few minutes, you'll meet some colorful members of our community as we show you the unique lifestyle of the island.
Welcome to the Sunday Story. In a time of iPads and Kindles, Raptis Rare Books is old school, a step back in time where some of the collections date back to the late 1500s.
A lot of people are very passionate about books, and they still, even though they might read something on a tablet, they do enjoy having a library or feeling that book if it's like the first edition. Everything that we're doing is kind of bringing a slower pace of life. The world is just so fast-paced, and here you can kind of look to the old world ways of doing things.
Matthew and Adrian Raptis have owned their Palm Beach store for 8 years, but their love of books began long before.
As a young child, I visited many Civil War battlefields and Revolutionary War battlefields, and then my first book that I purchased when I was 8 years old was Ulysses S. Grant's Memoirs, which is a memoir written in 1885, and then he shortly dies thereafter. It's published by Mark Twain. So it precipitated this passion of books, just holding the first edition.
And I was always just an avid reader, and I even used to pretend to have like a little bookstore when I was young.
The books range in price from $25 up to almost $1 million. Raptis specializes in first edition books signed by the author, often with limited copies available.
This is a first edition Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, one of only 500 examples, and this is inscribed by J.K. Rowling to a close friend of hers.
The price tag for that signed book and first editions of the Harry Potter series, $350,000.
This is an amazing first edition inscribed by Abraham Lincoln to a good friend of his. This was a first edition published in 1860.
The book includes the 1858 political debates between Lincoln and Stephen Douglas as they vied for an Illinois U.S. Senate seat. It's for sale for $500,000. While Lincoln didn't win that seat, the rest is history. At the lower end, these children's books start at $25.
We try to have a whole broad range because this is not about, an exclusive thing. It's about bringing the love of literature and the love of history to the world, and that's a very special thing.
It's one of my favorite things is to see young people come in here and they visit the store and they've never seen something like this.
There are at least 10,000 books on these shelves from around the world, and many more available online at raptisrarebooks.com. Next time you're on Worth Avenue, the owners encourage you to stop by and check out the collections in person. That wraps up this Sunday Story. Stay up to date with all the island's news through our social media and at palmbeachcivic.org. Until next time, thank you for watching.
Palm Beach TV is a production of the Palm Beach Civic Association. We thank our sponsor, the Fortin Foundation of Florida, and encourage you, our viewers, to let us know how we can provide news coverage that best serves our members and residents.